Thought police on patrol. Terrible clip to show you of a woman being confronted by a police officer who is near an abortion clinic. She's doing nothing wrong, she's just stood on the street, but she gets approached for a thought crime by, I think it's West Midlands Police. I can't read the guy's name, but going off his accent, I think it's Midlands somewhere.
Of the abortion clinic, which is directly behind you as you look at me. I'd like to ask you today what you're doing here.
Physically, I'm just standing here at the moment.
Just standing here?
I
You're
might be
not doing anything else?
I might be saying some prayers in my head, but nothing out loud, and I'm not interacting with anyone.
Okay, so it's my belief you're here as a form of protest, which is silent at this time, and I'd ask you to remove yourself to 150 metres of the exclusion zone. Would you do that for me today?
I've told you many times before, I'm not protesting.
Okay, but would you remove yourself to 150 metres of the exclusion zone?
Why would I need to do that?
I've already explained, haven't I, that I believe you're here as a form of protest. There's an exclusion zone in place, so I'm asking you, would you go to 150 metres of the exclusion zone?
She's been a bit silly to say, oh, I might be saying a few prayers in my head. Just say I'm just studying. They can't do anything to you. I don't want, of course, people who are going for abortions to be abused or to have, have to walk through protesters when they're going to make that very difficult decision. A decision that I could never understand, of course, as a male. It must be something very, very difficult indeed. But how have the police got time to have people like this stood around these centres? When do you ever see a bobby on the beat? Never, I bet, or very, very rarely. Only time I ever see a bobby on the beat is when I go to a football match. And even then they're sat in the vans eating donuts. You know what this is? It's an overzealous bigot of a police officer who is not fit for frontline duty. Look at him. What is he, a 40 waist? Possibly more. What she should have done is started skipping around him in circles because he wouldn't have been able to catch her. We've now reached a stage where it's actually illegal for you to stand on a pavement in a certain part of the country. Even if you are praying in your head, you are not allowed to. What you should do is, if some arsehole like this comes up to you, just keep your mouth shut. Or just say, I'm doing nothing, I'm just studying. Take a book with you, pretend you're reading a book. And you can still say your prayers silently in your head, and there is nothing they can do about it. This isn't even a free speech issue, this is a free thought issue. That's how desperate the authorities have become to control the people in this country. They're heading for serious problems in this country. They are heading for civil unrest. I'm not advocating for it, but we are heading for serious civil unrest in this country the way things are going.